I think that no matter where the writing goes in this finale, this is a series that people are going to be talking about for a long time. I want to discuss a couple things going into the reaction, but first, I have something. This series has been strange and tragic and so passionate with its aesthetics and its direction and its vision. It has an amazing blurring effect where you never fully point your emotions in one direction. You want to trust Shizuka, but slowly but surely you can't. You want to hate Marina, but slowly but surely you can't. It kind of takes you from one unresolved space to another, and it hurts all the way along. There's a lot of despair and pain kind of woven into this show, and I felt a lot of it, especially when I step away from an episode and just kind of process it. I find that I might get a little bit teary-eyed in most episodes, but it's not until I step away or potentially rewatch that it really hits me with impact. We definitely know the chronology now going into episode 6. We originally met Marina, then we went back, we met Shizuka. That kind of takes us into another blurry kind of space where Takopi doesn't want to kill Shizuka because Takopi's remembering so much, but we still have a huge lack of resolution. I feel really disconnected from Shizuka, what her situation could even be, where we are going into episode 6. We've seen how bad it gets, and it's hard to kind of bring back that hope. There's been a lot of things that have happened in this show that kind of melt your hope away, which is okay. But I'm here to kind of witness the approach to writing on how to tie up this story. More than that, I want to get out of my head and just kind of be in these feelings of the kind of pain and suffering that these characters have been through, this kind of confusing adventure that Takopi's been on. And I want to just see what it feels like to go that, I guess, final step into the story. Yeah. Interesting. Best friend Chappie. Little Chappie.
困った時はお星様にお願い。いなくならないお父さん。おいしい給食、意地悪のない学校。でも、本当は何が欲しかったんだっけ?
Yeah, this was when she had wishes in the first place, Even in episode 1, we're kind of rounding that corner where she was already feeling checked out, even before the heavier moments happened in episode 1. Can't imagine what it's going to feel like listening to this OP in 5 years. Especially if you haven't listened to it for a year or two, and it just comes back. It's going to be like a flood. I've already had that happen in my life several times with other shows. Yep. Okay.
異常に容量を得ないなお前。だから静香ちゃん探しに行こうピー。今いろいろ大変なんだよ。
Interesting.
ショックで寝込んじゃってさ。
Interesting.
お父さんが戻ってきてくれてるけど、病院どうなるかもわかんないし。これ以上迷惑かけられないんだ。じゃあなんで言っちゃうんだピー。僕がバカで悪い子だから。わかんないピ。何もわかんないピ。だから。僕はどうして今でも静香ちゃんに笑ってほしいんだピカ。
Because you're from Planet Happy, and that's what you do. Yeah, but everyone is. But Marina's also bad. Yep, alright, I guess that just summarizes the entire series. Yeah, you guys caught bugs and were smiling. That was the maximum amount of joy this show gave us.
配当しようもない能なしで役立たずの僕にすごいって言ってくれた。バカだから本心だ。それくらいわかる。だからありがとうって言いに来たんだ。これお前の道具なんだろ。勝手に持ってって悪かった。返す。助けてあげようなんて思うのが違ったんだ。僕はそれしかできなかったけど。
東くん、
もう行かなきゃ。今日も一瞬だけって抜け出してきたんだ。
待ってピ。なんか目のやつ前と違うピね。人間は大きくなると目のやつ形が変わるんだピか。
買ってくれたんだよ、最後のバイト代で。
Good guy, brother.
バイトクビになったから。
Oh no, that's not good. Oh, that's sad.
純也、大学行けないかもしれない。
Damn. It all changes so quickly. All your perspectives, all of his perspectives.
東くん、
Brother's perfect, I'm all alone. Now brother's here for you and he's not perfect.
なあタコ、一つだけ。ハッピー星にはさ、時間巻き戻せる道具あんだろ。
ピ
もしも次の僕に会うことあったら言ってやってくれよ。兄貴と喧嘩でもしてみろって。
Yeah.
バイバイタコピー。
What is this goodbye?
バイバイ東くん。
This sequence of events is a little mysterious to me.
静香ちゃん。
どいて保健所にチャッピー探しに行くの。保健所の人の胃の中も調べなきゃ。
どけないピ。そんなことしたら保健所の人が悲しむピ。人を傷つけるようなことしちゃダメピ。そんなこと静香ちゃんにしてほしくないピ。僕もとっても悲しいピ。静香ちゃんもそんなんじゃ悲しいピ。こんなに長い間一人で大変なの知ってるピ。だから静香。
じゃあどうすればよかったの？知らない人みたいな顔で私のこと見てたお父さん、どうすればよかったの？私だけのお父さんじゃなくなってたらどうすればよかった？一人で船に乗っちゃダメって言われたらどうすればよかったの？
I knew it didn't make sense that there could be a variation on this timeline, but just the way that it was unfolding, I thought there might have been. But just being right back here is awful. It's just awful, man.
私だけのお父さんじゃなくなってたらどうすればよかった？
What did she do?
一人で船に乗っちゃダメって言われたらどうすればよかったの？大人なんていないのに。ママが帰ってこなくなった時はどうすればよかった？ノートがなくなったらどうすればよかったの？臭いって言われてもどこが臭いの？ママ教えてくれなかったじゃんねえ。ピーの声がうるさいってみんなに怒られたらどうしたらいいの？お家の人呼んでってお家に誰もいなかったらどうしたらいいの？ねえ、こういうこと誰に言えばよかったの？誰も私のことなんて見てなかったじゃんねえ。全部一体どうすればよかったってお前言ってんだよ。
わかんないピ。ごめん静香ちゃん。僕には難しくてわかんないピ。
叫んなよ。なんだよそれ。どうしようもないじゃん。触んなよ。
ハッピー握手だピ。
なんだよ。
ごめんね ごめんねしずかちゃん。何もしてあげられなくてごめんぴ。何も分かろうとしなくてごめんぴ。しずかちゃん、一人にしてごめんぴ。うるさい。うるさい。しずかちゃん、そんなこと言ったってもうパパ戻ってこないじゃん。ママは私のこともう好きじゃないじゃん。しずかちゃん、じゃあピーも戻らないじゃん。もう全部ダメなんじゃん。しずかちゃん。
Well, I guess she's back, you know. You can't just check out forever, I guess.
ごめんね。
Unless you actually check out, like, episode 1. I guess she's a person again. So those news articles were what Shizuka did? It's just so tragic. I mean, the Marina situation's still underneath all of this.
しずかちゃん、僕幸せだっぴ。こんな風にしずかちゃんと二人でずっと一緒にいられて、実はしずかちゃんに見せたいとっておきの道具があるんだ。
Okay, what do we got, Takopi?
ハッピーカメラ。これで写真を撮ってカメラに読み込ませると、撮った瞬間に戻ることができるんだっぴ。今は壊れちゃってもう動かないっぴけど。
For sure.
でもねしずかちゃん、実は思い出してたんだっぴ。
Yeah.
一つだけ僕だから君にしてあげられること。待って、僕のハッピー力。待って、これを犠牲にすれば、待って、もう一度だけカメラが使えること。待って、タコピーまでいなくなったら、しずかちゃん、君をものすごい笑顔にしてみせるっぴ。一緒にいられて幸せだったっぴ。でもしずかちゃんが笑えないのはやっぱりダメだっぴから。私笑えるから。
Now that she's been so open with her feelings, like having someone love her, like Takopi.
本当に欲しいものが手に入る。ありがとう。仲良くしてくれて。
It's like it means so much more to her than anything, but like she couldn't feel that
パンをくれてありがとう。
for most of this show.
さよなら。きっと君が。待って、タコピー。あれ、なんだっけ。おはようしずかちゃん。今日はとってもいい天気。こんな日は学校日和だっぴね。
Okay, but what's the Marina situation gonna be like?
しずかちゃんが毎日行っているところだっぴよね。忘れるはずないっぴ。君が教えてくれたんだから。
I mean, we know we can get through this because of the timeline.
おはよう季節。
Yeah. We know we can get through this because of the first timeline that Takopi came back, or came
意地
here.
悪するっぴけど、本当は。てか今日は毒ダミつけてないんだ。さすがにドブ女でも自分の不潔さに気づ。あれ、今日はって毒ダミ？マリナちゃん？気色悪いんだよ、ゴミカス。そうそう、君の話もしなきゃだっぴね。東くん。
ステフォー、僕もやりたいのに。え、
東くんちプレステ4あるの？
あるけど。
すげえ、いいな。今度一緒にやろうよ。うん。次移動教室だって。
あ、そうだった。
行こうぜ。うん。そう、君はいつも一人だった。
Yeah. And here we are.
そしてそれは君も同じだ
But
っ
we
た
can survive this, and so can Marina. Marina can Marina's suffering too.
お前がいるからママは毎日泣いて、パパは毎日怒って、全部お前のせいだ。全部返してよ、あの頃のパパとママを。
Not this.
私の家族は。
ごめんね
That drawing. They have just a fragment. They have just enough.
マリナ何それ
Just enough octopus friend.
なんか適当なやつきっしょゴミカスじゃん気持ち悪い壊滅的にバカっぽい何もできなそうゴミクソって感じでも何かしそういつもなんかついてきそうそれでさずーっと話しかけてくる絶対帰んないのバカなの何もしてくれないのに喋ってばっかでだってお話がハッピーを生むんだっぴそうそうそれが一番大切なこと
何泣いてんのお前。キモ。マリナちゃんこそ。なんだよこれ。わかんないよ。
僕が忘れてしまっていた一番大切な約束
Let's hear it.
ごめんねママ最後にお話できなくて2016年の君たちへしてあげられないことだらけだ何にもできないけれどそれでも君がもう一人じゃない君たちが
Yeah.
きっと大人になれるようにありがとう
That makes sense. Takopi was like
何見てんだよ。
simple. And so
なんでもない
Takopi's exit is kind of simple. Just a little bit of happy powers and a broken camera. And it just kind of puts us in a spot that's like, it's life. It's not fixed or broken.
だからさ、うち今日ママやばそうだからケーキ買って帰る。マリナちゃんのママいっつもやばいじゃん。誰のせいだと思ってんだよ。お前んちよりはマシ。
It still doesn't feel
私アイシャドウ買いたい。聞けよ。
completely natural to see them connecting, but
これなんかに似てない？
you take it.
なんだっけ？土星ウサギのボールペン。
Okay, that's ridiculous.
知るかよ。お前が言ったんじゃん。
I think what I'm realizing after this finale is regardless of what this show was, what it did is it took its characters to the edge. It took them to the absolute edges of despair, edges of trauma and tragedy. We saw Ozma push to his limits. We saw Shizuka push to her limits in a couple different ways. Same thing with Marina in a couple different ways. Even Takopi had to really suffer and be on the receiving end of suffering. And I have to be honest, like, when I saw Shizuka in episode 5, I kind of felt like she was gone. Like, just as a runaway, as a kid who's becoming abusive, who's lost it all and given up on Takopi. I thought that, like, she was kind of a goner in some sense, and maybe that whole timeline in general was broken in some sense. It was pretty cathartic and beautifully sad to see Shizuka actually feel stuff and just, like, become present again. Just wherever she was, she came back into the moment, felt grief and despair and anger and frustration, and that helped her reconnect with Takopi and reappreciate Takopi. And honestly, I don't feel ready to just sort of like process the show as a whole. It needs a rewatch. It needs some time to be digested and thought about. So of course, I want to order the manga. I've been seeing them out of print, so it might take a while, but this is a story I'd love to collect. I believe it's only 2 volumes. And definitely at some point, whether it's in a week or a year, I'd love to kind of make another piece of content for Takopi's Original Sin, whether that's just an edit, a review, some thoughts. I do want to make a couple anime videos that maybe talk about my favorites and maybe outline stuff I love. I want to do stuff about anime music. That's, I think, where I have the most to offer. And I would have things to say regarding Takopi on that. So if you end up seeing my channel again for whatever reason, it's possible I'll try and convey just how I feel about this show in the future in some kind of content. But this has been a lot. It's been historical. It's been controversial at times. And I think that's what makes it amazing. I got a lot out of it. I'm going to be getting more out of it as I reconnect and just as I think about it. I'm sure anyone who sees this show will take something away from it. But for now, I got projects to do. I got to take apart my phone. I'm going to try and turn it into a happy gadget. I'm going to try and take a picture of myself, a quick selfie, and see if I can go back 5 or 10 years and maybe have a little less tragedy in my own life. But if that doesn't work out, I'll be back. I'll be back on this YouTube channel. I'll be reacting to something. I want to keep it interesting and wonderful and cool and creative and weird. Those are the kind of shows I love. The good stuff. I watch Solo Leveling. I watch the big name shows. I watch Don to Don, but they don't really make sense here. I don't know what makes sense here. There's this YouTube channel is a work in progress. But yeah, if this happy gadget endeavor doesn't work out, I'll be back with something. And thank you so much for being here. If you're watching.